Welcome back. So where we left off was talking about mean, median, and mode and the relative advantages and disadvantages. So I think I covered mean and median. Mode is the number that occurs most often. By the way, if you hear some whining in the background, that would be my dog Luna wishing that she could climb the stairs right now. So sometimes we need to know which number appears most often because sometimes that's the best way to talk. Oops. There we go. Sorry. Sometimes that's the best way to talk about uh, which number is the sort of middle. When we're talking about central tendency, where's the sort of middle of the data? 1 second. Hopefully that paused. So we use the mean most often. That's the one most people mean when they say average. It's sort of the thing is it can be really thrown off by outliers. If you have one data point that's really far outside the sort of normal, then it can actually throw the whole mean off. The median is useful if we're talking about sort of the middle, but it's not used as often. One place we do use the median, and you'll see it come back later, is when we get to box and whisker plots later in the semester. Mode, sometimes, like, let's say we wanted to know, on average, how many players, or what's the sort of center of the data for how many players hit how many home runs in the baseball season. The mode might actually be the best data point for that because we're going to see the number that most players hit. That way we have an idea of what's sort of normal. So you could call these the sort of measures of normalcy, but that's not really a word we use in math. So we call them central tendency. We like big words. We're lazy, but we like big words. It's a little strange. So last but not least, for the first day or so, I just wanted to show you what sorts of things I'm asking you to do. So the first one is this little tic-tac-toe board. I thought it was a nice chance for you guys to get to have some choices right now. I realize you're probably So I want you to do at least 3. They have to go through this middle square. So we're going to put these numbers into order. So let's talk about how we would do this. Well, this number starts with 4, 4, 7, 5, and -2. Okay, obviously 7 and the 5. Between the 4 and the 4, remember we're going to look at the 4, and then we're going to look at the first decimal after. We have to remember place value. So this one's bigger than this one. So I want you to practice putting those in order. Then you're going to pick 2 of the others. You can go this way. You can take a diagonal. You can take the other diagonal, or you can go up and down. Any of those are great options. I wanted to give you some choice. So if you guys get this done, you're in great shape. This is sort of what I was expecting for the first few days. Beyond that, let me look back at my packet. I know these packets looked really intimidating even to me, so I can't imagine you guys were like, oh yeah, this will be easy. So the next thing we'll talk about when we come back is stem and leaf plots. And I think you guys will actually like those. You saw a quick example of one. I think they're really useful as a way of looking at data. So we'll get back to that next time. So hopefully things are going really great for you. And if you need anything, please don't hesitate to get a hold of me. Thanks. I know there's a pause button.